And off we go from Tampa. Taking about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay coming out along with the man who needs no introduction. The great Tom Brady.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago. Where he talked about he wants to.
And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
David Monta brought him down. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and
shotgun now for Brady. Pressure gets throwing down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Yard at 11 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards and moves the sticks.
he's across midfield with a 48-yard loss.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down, and what'll be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays, have a long move on 1st down. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. 1st down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting a little time. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Walla, and lets him down and bring it out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, when I know some guys and when I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. It's blocked by Mike Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there, and another first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10.
On the shotgun, it's again to the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. After 1, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Saints 7. Buccaneers nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And this is going to be a first down. As a tackle was made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone is Brady. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. For another try after the first down sack. Brady, it's complete. He's got Brock. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. A bad third down mistake there.
Points are already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never counted in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. So we demoralize and go off the field. Now you turn it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. And they get down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A 10th carry for Camara. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 years, they work with a 2nd and 2. And a little throw there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. Remember what I said all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the gun, it's Breeze. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. But now it's 3rd and goal. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense's past few downs. Able to knock down the way on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And incomplete pass. Stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now the Bucs It's going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. Brady Gronkowski, that's Colin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard. He's able to convert on 3rd and 2. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. They were to stop him before they get to the next team going.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Franklin Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, Harris. We have hit halftime, still 2. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Just the one touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And good starting field position. They get this one all the way out to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Camaro.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and the Saints first down. First down, Camaro. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Camaro again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. That guy right there, he ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Camaro. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Aguilar likes to not bring it out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now as you make...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. first down sack. Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, 32 that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you like to be able to say, take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
That's complete to his running back Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First down carry here for the boy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Brady going to flip the give to Jones and set up to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Good job on the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people get credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, they're going to epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. They run it again with Kamara.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whatever they needed to be.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Taking about 7 yards deep. Ogunbowale lets to now bring it out. They're on the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, that's a leap of a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. So 34.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This spot in the 4th quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of a turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel and dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try to get them out of it. But as you know, at this time of the game, at this point on the clock,
and they got it inside the 10 at the 80. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
yeah, how about that? A new set of down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that rushing touchdown. His fourth puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Over the wall ahead, lets it out, bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you have your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that works just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's on down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Brady. But now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this returnable for Harris. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Gets by another down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now Camara. And Yamakin Sue makes the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there looking pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Only a yard of a pickup there to bring up a third down. On the ground, this is Camara. And get this down to about the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once and failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a front handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach knows he's going to say why he did it. We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come as a tiebreaker for trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few blank spots so far. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. The offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.